This is a game by Steve Finn, Dr. Finn, and Eduardo Baraf and Beth Sobel. Beth Sobel does a lot of great artwork. So I think Eduardo Baraf is Pencil First Games, if I remember right, who this is published by. I'll switch over to the other screen here as we talk about the game. But it is a fun little game. It's a calming game. It has kind of a spring summer vibe to it. I'd say a little bit more of a summer vibe. There is the lemonade that you can get for completing one in one of the sprouts in each of the 4 gardens first. So I'll talk about how to play, and I'll talk about the solo game a little bit, and I don't know, whatever. But I just think it's a pretty game. It's a calming game. I like it. There's no purple player color, but there's pink, which is close enough. Purple is my favorite player color. You have 3 kinds of flowers that you're planting in the game: the black-eyed Susan, the peony, and the forget-me-not. You have the herbs, the lavenders, lavender, bay, rosemary, tarragon, and saffron. And actually, those 8 cards are just informational cards. On the back is information about those plants, and there's that. And then in the game, you have these 4 different garden plots. In this garden plot, you can only plant if you have sets that are same kind. So you're going to be drawing dice out, and we'll talk more about those in a second. But the dice that you get, and I think I still get 2 dice like in a 2-player game. For this, let's see here. For setup, yeah, I still get 2 dice. So the dice have different amounts. And I think the yellow dice are the rarest. Let's look here. Yeah. So the yellow dice are the rarest. The pink dice are next rarest. There's blue dice that are, there's 8 of those. So 6 yellow, 7 pink, 8 blue, and 9 green. And they each have the 5 herb seed sides. And the green dice also have some flower sides. The pink dice has the gardening gloves that allows you to re-roll. The yellow dice has the trowel that allows you to plant 1 flower seed from the wheelbarrow into a flower garden. And the blue die has the wild herb. There are some advanced versions and some different ways to play. But like I said, I'm playing the solo. So going back to the gardens, this is plant sets of the same kind, either 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind, or 6 of a kind. This one down here is different pairs. So this is a single pair. First one to go there gets 3 points, then 2 points. This is 2 different pairs of things, and this is 3 different pairs of things, 9 points and 7 points, so forth. And it should be said that on all 3 of these garden areas, you can only use herbs, and it's down here that you can use the flowers. So we'll talk about this one, and then we'll talk about this one. This one is have different herbs. So you can have up to 5 different kinds, and if you have 5 different kinds, first one to go there gets 8, and then 6. 4 different kinds, 5 and 4. 3 different kinds gets you 3 points, and 2 different kinds gets you 2 points because that's the easiest thing to get in the game. And then this is the peonies. Here, we'll rearrange these so they match that over there. The peonies, and then the black-eyed Susans, and the forget-me-nots. They just get planted, and whoever goes there first can get the most points. 4, and then 3, and then 2. Same thing on the other flowers there. You do have to have the trowel, or there is a watering can card. That's like, and I'll shuffle these one more time since I'm seeing them. The watering can card is like this. If you have 2 that are the same, you can discard those and use it like a trowel. And you don't even have to have a flower dice. You can have one of the herbs just to the same, discard them with that special ability. And then you have planted like a flower. So pretty easy to follow. It's a good little game. So on my turn, what I'm going to do, we have this little helper here for the AI and so forth. On my turn, I'm going to take one out of the bag. I do need my starting too, so I'll get those ready. So that's, I'm just going to reroll that one right away. So I have lavender and rosemary already. But on my turn, I will deal the tool cards. That's this deck that I'm about to shuffle. And with that, I will then put the dice on them. If there's spots for dice, there could also be bags that the bag symbol allows you to draw from the bag and then place it out. There could be the glove symbol that allows you to re-roll if you take that card. But there's also little banners in the bottom left corner, and I'll show some of those over here after we got the game going to help assign where the AI is going to put its tokens out on the board. It has these ones. Let's see here. So it has those little tokens that will go out on the board as it does different things. Oh, it looks like my camera over there got frozen. That's all right. So we won't worry about that. But we have the cards. So it has these tokens that are going to go out on the board. And then with that, we have different spaces that'll go out. So I'll just talk about those as we play. All right, so we're going to flip over the tool cards, prepare the tool shed. And this piece, this board here is called your wheelbarrow, and it does have a color on the back and a color matching here that matches your sprout tokens here. So you have your wheelbarrows, and it has 7 spots for dice. And then, let's see. Yeah, okay. So you got that one, which allows me to pick 2 and then re-roll up to 3 times, either the same dice or different dice. And, all right, there's okay, so we only have to put 2 dice. Now, this pot here in the corner, this corner allows me, if I were to take this card, not only to get the dice that's on it, but to later use that as that particular plant, whatever that plant is. In this case, being Forget-Me-Not. In this case, being Bay. So I could use that to complete sets and so forth. Essentially, this game is a roll and write type of game. So we'll put a Bay there. But just with a board selection where you're putting out the sprouts instead of writing something down. So as you make your set selections, both on your individual wheelbarrow and then out on the garden plots that are shared, and then taken up, you are selecting things that will give you points in the game. So there's a little bit of push your luck too. Okay, so we have Bay, we have Saffron. I get to go first, and then the AI is going to take up 2 spots on the board with its tokens. So I need to keep that in mind. This one says that the AI is going to go to the 3 spot on the peonies, which isn't a huge deal to me, but I do like that I would get to draw 2 dice. So I'll think about that one. This one says that the AI is going to go to the first, the easiest place to go in the pairs. So it's going to go here and take up the 3. Again, that's not a huge thing. A 3-point isn't a big thing to block me on. This one is going to go to the 4 spot on the difference, which is a 5. And that's not too hard for me to get. So I might want to go there since that has Saffron and Bay. And that would give me 4. And I could go there right away too. Because this would give me Bay, Saffron, and rosemary and lavender, which all count as herbs. So, that's an interesting choice. This one allows me to draw 2 more. That really wouldn't give me any more points, but it would block me out. But this one would immediately give me that point. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that card, So it's my turn before the AI does its blocking. I'm going to discard all three of those. I don't know why I shook them. But they're back in the bag. And I'm going to discard that card too. Once this tool shed runs out, then... Oh, and I forgot to take... I actually get one more. Okay, so that was saffron. And I had... This is actually important. I had rosemary and saffron and lavender. The reason that's important is because... Well, I can't remember which one it was. I had... But, okay, we're going to take a green because that's the most common. The reason that's important is the very first thing I should have done is rolled an extra dice for myself on the master turn. And I did get a tarragon. So I actually have 5 symbols. So the choice is, do I want to go here or here? I think I want to go here because that's 8 points, even though the AI could possibly block me out later on there. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to discard all of the dice that I should have had, and the card that has the pot that is the bay. So I have 8 points. Now the AI is going to go ahead and block me on 2 different spots. It's going to block me on this top one here, and it's going to block me on this 3-point peony too. And then those go away. And then we go to the assistant gardener turn, where I'll just follow here. The first thing that happens is it's going to tell me which one of these 3 cards is going to go away as I prepare the tool shed again. And as I prepare the tool shed, I have to put dice out, and then it will discard this last card, which shouldn't be a big deal to me. Okay, so that goes away because of this. There's an X there if you can't see it very well. And then this comes to me because I get the bonus of this pot here, which is a saffron, which sounds delicious right now. But the saffron is there, and I need a second to think. And okay, so I can either take this one, which will allow me to plant with a trowel, which isn't much help. This one says it has a trowel. It also says that I can turn a show and die face to any other side. So this would let me have a pear right away, which I could use as a flower. So I think that's what I'm going to take, because this isn't... Well, this does allow me to re-roll. But there's no green die, and this would allow me to do it for sure. So I'm going to take these 2 and this card. And, oh, I actually could use it to... I'm just going to use the second part here. I'm not going to use the trowel because I am more concerned with... So I use that second part there. I discard this. I'm not discarding this yet. Trying to get 6 of a kind. If I can get 6 saffron and get this 12 points, that's a pretty big deal if I can do that quickly. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The assistant gardener took the turn. These get discarded back. This gets discarded. We go back to my main turn. Okay. Oh, and... the one thing I'm forgetting, I feel like I'm forgetting. We'll check it, make sure I'm doing it right, as usual. So the card chosen by the assistant gardener should have gotten blocked 2. So it blocks 2 and then it blocks 1. So let's see here. Those were the first 3. So the one chosen by the assistant gardener last time was the different ones and the 2. Okay, then not a big deal. 2 points. Okay, now we did everything right for the first round. Back to this for the second round. Hi, if you just joined me, I'm playing Herbaceous Sprouts by Steve Finn, Eduardo Baraf, and Beth Sobel. Let me know if you have any questions or you just want to chat. It's a nice, calm game. Okay. Okay, so I have to prepare my tool shed. which is that, and that, and that, and then I have to roll some dice. So this is a bay leaf and saffron, which I like. I'm trying to complete my set of saffron here, and then a trowel and what is that? Lavender again? Yeah, lavender. Okay, so I think this one is going to block here. Oh no, here. So that's kind of bad for me. Because that's not too hard of a one to get, and that's worth 6 points. But I do want the saffron, and that gives me a peony when I want it later on. So that's tempting. This one is lavender and trowel to plant, which I could use these 2 saffron and plant them as a peony, and then just hold on to the lavender. And then I would also have 2 different ones. But the trowel is kind of useless, so I don't want that one. And that's going to block the lowest of the Black-Eyed Susan anyway. So I definitely don't want this one. So that's going to be, I'll just put a thing there to remind me. The real question is between this one and this one. I think I'm just going to have to take the risk. Let the AI block me out here and take this, which gives me a saffron and a peony for use when I want to. I'm going to hold on to my 4 saffron for now. So I already did this, blocked myself there, and this will go to the lowest. Black-Eyed Susan, and then it's back to the assistant gardener's turn. Oh, and I forgot to take a die at the beginning of my. I always forget that. One time I beat the assistant gardener and by a good amount. But I could have beaten it even more if I had remembered to do that. So I got a bay leaf. I got to remember to just follow the card and do that every time. I get ahead of myself regularly. Okay, so now to the assistant gardener, where we'll put these 3 out and roll a dice, and those go there, and that goes there. And that goes there and there. And okay, so the assistant gardener is going to be getting rid of this one, which is not cool because that's the one I wanted. So it will be getting rid of those dice, and it's going to the highest point one over here, which is annoying. So that was doubly annoying. So I'm going to have to work pretty hard to beat the AI, I think, this time. Okay, so it's my turn. This gives me 3 different herbs, and so I'm going to take that one. Because what I can do right away, and I can plant... Oh, yeah, okay, so I'm going to take that one. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my trowel to plant this peony. So I discard both of those, and I put one here on the highest peony. That's good. At least I got 4 points out of that. This is just going to go away. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different herbs, which I can use, or I could use a saffron. I'm going to just well, it's the difference between here and here. I think I'm going to go here so that the AI doesn't block me out of here. I know I could get 1 more point here, but I think the saffron's worth more to me to save up over there and try to fulfill that I was working on. So, okay, so I have 4 different saffron I'm going to get rid of and go there. And then we're back to, so I'm going to just flip that over there. So I used it because I did not use this one. That one comes to me, and we'll put that over there. We'll put the ones that I have used back over here, the ones I haven't used during the turn. And now it's back to my turn, and I'm not going to forget this time. I'm going to remember this time to get my free die. Okay, so there's my free die. And then we prepare the tool shed. And there's that, and that, and that. And Then we get 3 for this first one. Okay. A bay and 2 tarragon. And then a reroll, a rosemary, and a wild, which would be very nice for me. Okay, so I could get this. This one blocks me on the different top one here. That's not cool. This one blocks me somewhere I haven't been before, so that's not bad. And then this one blocks me here. So really, what I really have the choice between is, well, this would let me. Okay, so what I'm going to do. This isn't ideal, because I could just get my saffron done, but I'm going to push my luck on that. I'm going to push my luck, and instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 tarragon and this bay, and I'm going to take this card, and instead of using it, you can always, instead of using a trowel, if you don't have the dice to fulfill the trowel, you can instead do the watering can, which is trade 2 identical seeds to plant a flower, as long as you can do that. So I'm going to do that with this one, and I'm going to take the 2 tarragon I had, and I'm going to discard them and plant a flower here, so that I don't have to worry about this, because my turn happens first. And then with these 2 different ones, I can't do the 2 different. I already got blocked out. But that's okay. AI is only going to. It's not going to block me anywhere because of how I took my turn. So that's there. That's there. I can always discard those for saffron if I find them later. The AI takes these, gets rid of them. These go away, and then it's back to the AI's turn. And on the AI's turn, it's going to prep the turn, prep the tool shed, I should say. And there it goes there and there. And there's lavender and a lavender and bay, tarragon, and rosemary. And this allows me to turn a tarragon to any side I want. So hopefully that one is not the one that is discarded. It's not. The AI is going to discard this one, and then it's going to go to the different kinds, and it's going to go to the 3 and block me, which is unfortunate also, because I probably could have gotten that soon. But so it goes. That's the AI being smart. I mean, it can be a decent AI built in there. So, all right. So the AI is going to do that. I have a choice of what I want to do. I think what I want to do is keep this one. Nobody's gone to the 4 forget-me-not yet either. So I'm going to keep this bay leaf also and discard. Well, it doesn't matter because I have rosemary or bay. So I'm just going to discard that rosemary. Keep this though. Turn the tarragon to a saffron. So with my I did. I don't know why I discarded my well, somehow I discarded my saffron. Well, I have 4 saffron instead of the 5 that I thought I had. Well, okay, so I use this one to it's late. I'm not used to playing and talking about games this late, but that's okay. I'm going to use this one to turn that to the saffron like I did, so that is discarded. I'm going to use this one as a watering can, discard it, discard my 2 bay, Old Bay seasoning. So discard those 2 and put one down here as a flower, forget-me-not. So I have all 4 of the top flowers, which is good for me. Because right now I'm at 12 And did I make sure that the AI went here. That's right. So I have 12, 20, 25 points. 25 points isn't bad, but the AI has 15, 18, 23, 25, 28. So it is beating me right now, but I have some stuff that I'm working on setting up. We'll see how that goes, if it works out or not. Let's see. Okay, so that was the assistant's turn. Oh, I could have. That's a bay leaf. I had 3 bay leaves. 3 identical. I could have gone up here and done that with that instead. That would have been better. That's okay. You know, I'm going to save it up for the difference. But I do need to get the identical done, and I do need to get this different kinds of pairs done too. Because if the AI is at all 4 of these before I'm there, then the AI gets to drink the lemonade and have the extra 2 points for the end of the game. I don't think that'll be the game changer this time, but we'll see. Okay, so this gets discarded, this gets discarded, and it is back to Master Gardener time. I will make sure I take my free dice out of the bag. Saffron, that's exciting. If I hadn't foolishly used my other saffron, I don't even remember what I used it for. Oh well. So 3, 5. If I have 1 more saffron, I can get that 12 points. So what? And there's a lot of die that are going to come out here. So that's my focus probably. I mean, ideally, if there was a bay or something different, actually anything different than bay and rosemary and a saffron, that would be really cool. Okay, we got bay, tarragon, peony, and here we have lavender, saffron. So that one's good for me. And bay, saffron, tarragon. Okay, so those are basically the same card in some ways, in terms of me doing what I want to do. The bad thing is, I just realized I'm going to waste 2 dice no matter what. So really it's a choice between, this is the 5 of a kind, which gives the AI 9 points. This is the 4 peony. I don't care if I get this one or not. So I'm going to put a thing right there, even though it won't be able to get there. And this one, I already took that one too. So those are fine that the AI is getting those. So I'm going to take this. I want the saffron. Let's finish the saffron. I can't use these, so do I want to trade them out for the rosemary though? I don't want this one because I already have a bay here. So I'm just going to discard it because there's no way to anticipate what's going to come with that. I get this, but I'm going to have to get rid of it. So, okay, so six saffron. And I can get that 12 pointer, which is what I was aiming for. Takes me up to 37 points now, which is good. Not where I need to be yet, but it's a good start. I'm glad I got that now rather than later. And then the AI does its thing, which is going to the 4 peony. You can't do that. You go into the 4 forget-me-not. I blocked those out. So I'm glad I did that. And I have to find the dice I dropped. Alright, good thing dice are loud. Okay, so there's that. Those don't do anything because it can't. We go to the assistant gardener. Assistant gardener is going to prepare the tool shed just like before. And let's see here. Okay, so 1 tarragon and peony, saffron, rosemary, and then saffron and bay. Now the question is, how can I get the best? If I can get 3 different pairs, which would be 6 dice, or maybe 5 dice, 5 dice, then I could get the 7 points there. That's pretty good. Same kinds are also 9 and 7 over here, so that's important to remember. But in any case, the AI gets to go first. It's going to get rid of the middle one. I don't have a choice about that, and it's going to block the top one over here, which is not good for me. So it's going to do that, and that goes away. And so the question is, do I want basically a free dice and an herb that I don't have? So that would give me 4 different, which would let me go here, and I would only need 1 more. This gives me 2 different, and I can change something to a side I need. So that'd be, let's see here, 2, 3, 4, same thing. But that's, I think I'm going to do this because that takes up less space. I don't want to turn anything. That I don't get that anymore. The only thing that matters is that, and these go away. All right. And I have a peony I could plant at some point too. So basically, it's like I have 3 extra dice, but I don't. And then it's back to my turn, and I need to remember to take my extra die, singular a die, multi dice. Okay, so that's, so I have 1, 2, so I have rosemary, saffron, tarragon, rosemary, and bay. The only thing I don't have is lavender. I need lavender to do this 6-pointer here. Okay, so now we prepare the tools. And okay, so 1, 3, 1. Tarragon, lavender, rosemary, tarragon. Okay, that's kind of good. Actually, that's very good. And rosemary. Okay, so this is the 5 of same, which would be here. That'd be really bad for me if it goes there, because that blocks out a 7-pointer. This is the 3-pointer here, but it also takes the dice I need. This is, well, it's gonna, so I think I might have it do that. And then this is 2 different pairs on the 2, which is 4. So it's going to block me on 7 points. I can either just have it block me on 7 points with this one. So that'd be 7 points. It blocks me there. Or I can do this, which is a 3-point block, plus it takes the dice I need. So the 3 points and 4 points. So it's either going to block me 7 points, or it's going to block me more than 7 points, because it'd be that one and something I need. Oh man. So I mean, if I do this, this is 6 points. So this is a 9-point swing. I'm going to push my luck this way, I think. I'm going to let it block me on the 7-pointer. I'm going to take these 3, and hopefully I can do things that are beneficial to me and bad for the AI before it takes its turn. Okay, so I know that I need the lavender, the tarragon, the rosemary, the saffron, and a bay leaf, which gives me 5 different kinds. Well, this is all the same, which is what that is. I can't go there anyway right now. That's far away from me anyway. So I have 5 different kinds. Let me go here. And so I'm there. And with that, is there anything? This is 2 of the same kind, which is already blocked. So not super useful, but I can start working on pairs. All right, let's see where the AI goes. The AI is going to go here. Not great. I really don't like that one. And then it's going to go to the spot here. Again, not great, but if I can get 3 different pairs, I can probably overcome that. Okay, so that's that turn. Go back to the assistant gardener. It's going to prep again, and then we'll see which one we're getting rid of. And I really don't want it to be that one, I think. Yeah, especially given what just got rolled. Yeah, it could be, I don't know. I might. And then bay and lavender, and then a saffron, and a bay down there. And then which one is it going to get rid of? It's going to get rid of this one, okay. And then it's going to go to the last spot here. Block me out there. That's fine. I wasn't that worried about that 2-point place anyway. Although the AI is doing quite well. Okay, so what do I want? This gives me 2 ones that I don't have, which would put me at 4 different kinds, which would give me a 4-point right away. Or I could keep this, and then I would have, okay, so if I do this, I have 1 pair, 2 pair, and I can turn a bay leaf to something else. It's unfortunate that this wasn't with this, but I'm going to do that, even though I can't use this right away. Because I think 3 dice is better than 2 at this point. So I take that, these go away, and it's back to my turn. Hopefully I get to get 3 pairs. I have 2 pairs. I need a saffron. I need a saffron again, of course. That's how this is going. I get my free die. Oh, I gotta remember to take that. My free is a bay, not a saffron. I think that's the second time I've gotten a bay leaf as my free dice. Okay, that, and some rerolls. Oof, I will probably be taking that. Okay, so 1 and 2, and it has a saffron. Yep, that's what I'm taking. And at 1, it's my turn. There's a saffron 2 that has a free saffron, but I'm taking this one. So, oof, I have to decide. Oh wait, I don't need saffron. What do I need? Oh no, I do need saffron because I'm doing pairs. So I'm going to do that. And do I want to keep this one or get rid of this one? It's the same. I'm just getting rid of that. Okay. And I don't need any rerolls, but I have 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. So I have 3 sets. Different things, and with that 3 sets I can go here to the 7, and I have 2 different things. Can't do anything with that right now. These are flowers, not useful to me. The AI is going to, I guess maybe I should have thought about this before, but the AI is going to go up here. That's bad for me because it's another 5 points for the AI, and then it's going to go here. It can't go there. That's good for me. So I only got 4 points that turn. I think if I can limit it and its points the rest of the game like that, I mean, we are pretty limited on the number of spaces. But we'll see what it does. Okay, and it's back to the assistant gardener. The assistant gardener is going to prep, and we'll see what kind of good stuff comes out. And so 5 dice. Really 7 dice, but it's not going to pull for the middle one there. And lavender, rosemary. This is rosemary and tarragon. And then we'll see what it is going to discard. It's going to discard this one, which means it's also going to try to put a thing there. It can't. That's good. We're doing what we needed to do that way. Here, this gives me... I'm doing this because I can turn the lavender if I need to or want to. This is just going to go away. This is mine. So this is what I have left here. I could turn the lavender, and I have a lavender, so I'm going to turn the lavender and then get 4 different things. So I'm going to, I have bay, tarragon, rosemary. I'll turn the lavender to a saffron. I'm not, is that what I want to do? Yeah, I don't see anything else that's super useful. That's the most points on the board right now. Unless yeah, I think that's all I want to do. So I'm going to get rid of those 4. I'll keep that one and that one. Hoping that maybe I could get a second one and a trowel or a watering can so that I can finish these out. I mean, honestly, if I get a trowel, I can just plant things too. So, okay, so that's that. And that was 4 different, which puts me there. And then looks like we're going to be finishing our last turn here. Okay, so back to me. There's 10 turns in the solo game. All right, and give it a good shake. A wild and a bay, and a wild, a saffron, and a tarragon. Okay, so the only real question is there a way to pull off? I don't think so. I think the only way that I'm going to get these planted is with, yeah, because I don't have a trowel. I don't have another watering can. I just need to get this watering can. Take it, turn in 2 of the same. It doesn't matter which 2. I could have used this lavender too. And then I will take the, I don't want the AI to score, so I'm going to go here, which is where this card would be. So the AI would try to go there. It can't go there. And then it would try to go here, which is the 2 over here, which it's already done. And that is the end of the game. So this goes back. These all go back to AI. I never got to plant those, but that's okay. And we just add up. And right now it is, okay, so I have 12 plus 7, 19, 24. 19 plus 8 is 27, 33, 38, 42 plus 12, 54, 57, and it's going to be close. 57, 2. Okay, so I got 57. Let's see what the AI gets. AI gets 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, plus 10, 25, 34, 39, 46, 55. Is that right? Okay, let's check that one more time. 16, 21, 30, 40, 43, 45, 50, 55. And I'll check my score one more time. 19, 27, 33, 38, 42, plus 12 is 54, 57 to 55. 57 to 55, that is not a great score in that I beat the AI, yes, but I'm a fledgling grower. If you only beat it by a few points, and that's in the back of the rule book here, if you only beat it by a few points, you're not doing so hot. I'm just learning. I'm not very good. Which is crazy because the last time I played this, I got a true green thumb cultivator. I've gotten scores all over the place. It just kind of depends on the order that the cards come up in. And I haven't lost to the AI. I've played a few times. But this is probably my lowest score that I've played against the AI, of course. Talking and explaining it probably didn't help me, but I still like it. It's a calm game. Oh, and who got the 2 points for the lemonade? I think the AI did. So I think I lost. I lost. Either way, in my mind, I lost because this is my lowest score ever. And if the AI tied me because of the lemonade, then it's even worse. So 57. We're gonna call it 57, 57. I think the AI was in all those spots, so it gets the lemonade. It gets to enjoy the fruits of its labor, and that's Herbaceous Sprouts. A fun little calming game. It's a nice game, easy to learn. Yeah, check it out. Floriferous is coming out by Pencil First Games soon too. I think it's already funded on Kickstarter, but looking forward to that one. And happy gaming. We'll catch you later.